Diet Coke. Diet Coke. Snoop Doggy Dog. Hey guys. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. How is everybody's Friday night going so far? Ah! Yes, we are, Jamie. Don't you see my live title? I'm just kidding. I'm making a beautiful blanket. Hey, give a talk. It's gonna be wild. Hey, Green Eyes. Oh, no. You cannot not up on me. Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. Hey, Army girl. I'm just hoping for 2,000 for Neva. Hey, home girl. How are you, friend? I wanted to say hey to you in Tracy's live, but I couldn't. I didn't want to interrupt anybody. I'm always like that. I don't want to interrupt people. Snoop Doggy Dog. Hey, Mimi. I'm going to do a few more stitches on this blanket. I'm letting my iPad charge a little bit. It's not quite 9 o'clock yet. I got a few minutes. And I imagine Stewie's probably having to take a potty break. But I do want to bring Stewie in the box. Snoop Doggy Dog. Hi, Lady D. How is everyone? Hey, Penny. Welcome in, everybody. Hi, Renee. You made it, misbehaving with your beautiful self. Oh, sugar. Honey, honey, dun, 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 dun. You were my candy girl, and you got me wanting you. Thank you for the heart on. I'm not trying to be quiet, y'all. It's just while I charge that iPad up for just a couple more minutes, I'm crocheting some stitches into this blanket I'm making. It's going to be a beautiful blanket, but I'm very upset. Hang on and I'll show it to y'all, and then I'll explain why I'm upset. Thank you for the squirrel. Let me... Ah! Okay, thank you for the heart on. Okay, hold please. Hold please. Let me spread it on out. Spread it on out. It's what it's all about. To do the hokey pokey. Do the hokey pokey. Okay. Hang on. I'm tired. Okay. So, if you look, it's got this dark blue shimmery yarn, right? And then it's got the pink non-shimmer, the gray shimmer, the baby blue non-shimmer, and then back to the dark blue shimmer. So, the reason that I am bummed is because Walmart no longer sells the shimmer yarn. So now I went to Walmart tonight and had to buy other yarn to add into it, so it's not going to be all the same like I wanted it to be. Did you guys even see it? Were you even paying attention? Excuse me. Excuse me. Y'all are only here for my ghostesses. I did, Penny. I did. I looked online on Amazon and Walmart. And I checked Hobby Lobby. Stewie, are you going to take a box? I gotta get my iPad. I will say
I have to take a potty break.
I figured that's what I was saying. You probably take a potty break. I will say once we start this,
Yes.
when I'm asking questions, which you already know this, well, thanks to you, but when I'm asking questions, it can't be any background noise. Like people will have to be on mute.
Gotcha.
But then whenever I'm done asking the question, of course, it doesn't matter while we wait. But anyways, stop it, Ringo.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay. Hi,
I
Green
thought you
Eye.
had to avoid that line, Raggedy.
That's the back of it. I know what line you're talking about, and I should have been flipping my work one thing, but I haven't been. But that's the back of the blanket. But I kind of like it. I feel like it adds a little bit of design. I don't know. It's just a blanket for me, but you can tell
Yeah.
me.
No, I was just gonna say is if you switch your yarn when you're at the end, you'll avoid
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I thought about that. But I like so whenever I'm doing blankets like this, I kind of like to have the imperfections and the color stopping like in the center and starting again. I don't know. I like the way that it looks whenever it's done. That's how I did my other single crochet stitch blanket that I've got over here that I've got to tie off because it's finally done. I've been working on it for a year. But
Oh, I want to see that one because I knew you were working on it.
yeah, it's not still quite as long as I wanted it to be, but it's going to be the perfect throw blanket, just way too long. To be honest, I'll probably end up giving that one to Jace. It'll be perfect for him. And then I've got that granny square one I'm working on for Kaylee that's nowhere near done. So I've just got a lot going on.
Pixie wants to see it too.
Hey, Green Eyes, happy belated birthday.
Thank you, Stewie. I have one more celebration tomorrow with my kiddos,
Oh,
and
nice.
then the festivities are over.
Which one, Pixie? I've got the one I just showed a few minutes ago, but I don't know if you were in here. The one I'm working on right now that I'm having to change the color of the yarn because I guess they don't sell it all year round. I don't know. I think that they probably only sold it like around wintertime, stuff like that. But I've had this same yarn for a couple of years now, so they just might not make it anymore. Oh, I'll show it to you, the one that I'm working on now. Hold on. Let me. I don't think
Thank you, Jamie.
Let me unroll it again. I'll flip it right side over. Oh, here's the right side. Let me turn the effects off. This is the one I'm working on right now. It's got this dark blue sparkle, the pink, the gray sparkle, the light blue solid, and then I took it back. I'm working on another side of the dark blue again. But they don't sell the sparkle anymore. So after I do this dark blue sparkle, and then I do a solid pink, and then I do a gray sparkle because I still have one more skein of gray sparkle. I won't have any more sparkle yarn in it, but
Dude,
it's
I
very
love that
pretty.
one.
It's super cushiony, like I'm excited. It'll be the perfect summertime blanket because it's very lightweight, but also it'll be super comfy and warm.
Yeah, I love the colors.
Yeah,
Hang on.
that's a beautiful color scheme.
I just wish they still sold them, but they
Yeah.
don't
Very nice.
I don't know what kind of yarn Muffin Man uses.
this time.
I was gonna
It's
say because it's really soft, like really
it's the
soft.
chunky Chanel type yarn. That's what
Okay.
this is.
Yeah, I love it.
She made an autism awareness blanket,
Oh.
and the original idea was we were going to donate to the special needs classroom,
Mhm.
which I'm still donating some stuff, but she knows that Jace is on the spectrum, and when
Right.
she sent it to me, she didn't tell me, but she wrote a very sweet letter and said that she would like for me to give it to Jace. So that was
Oh,
so
He's
sweet.
a sweetheart.
But I have a little bundle of stuff that I've been putting together slowly but surely. I spoke to the school and they really want me to focus on things that they need
Right.
rather than stuff specifically for the teachers. Like they need some sensory
Right.
toys, some because they've got a lot that have broken, things that are just worn out over time. They need some hand sanitizer. They need some rubber gloves, and I don't some Kleenex, and then it was some other things. I've got a list. I would have to like get the list out of my phone, but they've got a lot of things they asked for. I'm not gonna get everything on the list, but I am putting a nice little basket together,
Yeah.
and I'll share it with everyone once it's done.
That's nice.
Yeah, I told my husband and I told the lady that's working with my son for the other side of things. Like he's not yes, he's on the spectrum, but he is at a very high IQ. He's 10 and his IQ was 111.
Oh wow.
He's very, very intelligent.
Yeah.
And he works with this other lady who does like honors and gifted program and things like that. And she'll be working with him like all throughout elementary school, middle school, and high school. She'll help him get into AP honors classes and
Oh,
everything.
nice.
And she was the one who I was just telling her they do teacher recognition all throughout the year. Teacher of the year, teacher of the month, this and that, this and that. I said, but they never give recognition to the teachers who work with our special needs children. And those teachers are probably the ones that work the hardest, to
Yep.
be honest.
Yep. And my
That's
nephew,
amazing, Lightning.
my nephew is highly autistic, highly, but again, smart as hell.
Yeah, that's
He's got a YouTube channel, right? 11 years old. Got a YouTube channel. All he does is box and unbox toys. Then they do this thing where they call it glitching, and they change the wiring and make it these animated toys do stuff that they don't do. He's got over 1,000 subscribers.
that's
Watch it.
amazing.
It's
that's
unreal.
great.
He's got more. I don't even. It's unreal, but they like that kind of stuff, and if that's what he likes, I mean, he's monitored. Trust me, he's monitored.
Yeah,
That's so
absolutely.
cool.
But it's
Jace,
just amazing that it's like they're all very intelligent.
they are. Jace, since he was in the third grade, has been doing math at a seventh grade
Yeah.
level, like
Yep.
perfectly. And then he can read with full comprehension at a ninth grade level.
Wow.
He is, he cares about world events. He likes to talk about politics. He likes to talk about news and
Yeah.
just things like history, science. He just blows me away
Yeah.
consistently. I'm proud of both of my kids, but I never imagined
Yeah.
that this would be who he was. But
Right.
it is, and I love it for him.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, let's get this show on the road. I'm not going to be on live for no 2 hours. I will say that. I want to spend some downtime crocheting, and I want to spend some time this weekend off of the app. But Let me grab my iPad. How much charge did it get? 32. That's good enough. My husband left. I don't know when he's going to come back, but I'm going to have to mute it when he comes back because he is terrified. Okay. Where is SPI? There we go. We are doing the Jeffrey Dahmer ghost chat. Hot mess.
Hey, hot mess. Did you make it safely
Hey,
to your
hot mess.
destination?
I hope you did. I heard you say you were packing and ready to go to a hotel.
Hi, homegirl.
Okay, everybody's going to have to mute for just a couple of seconds so that
No
I can
problem.
open up. Quick, Ringo. Dang. Hello. I'm looking to speak with Jeffrey Dahmer. Is Jeffrey Dahmer available to chat? Okay, y'all can come off of mute. It's so sensitive to background noise, especially if people are speaking. It will pick up your words like so easy. It's really weird. Ringo with the bones. Stop. That little plastic chew bone thing is so loud. I was saying nope to the Dahmer. Nope, nope, nope. I can't. Stewie's
Hi,
idea.
Southern Rose. You haven't missed anything yet.
Not yet, Southern Rose. Oh, come on, hot mess. Don't be. Come on. Look, I gave in. I caved.
Yeah,
Oh, this is
Stewie was very creeped
this
out of
isn't gonna
her.
be scary. This one is not gonna be scary. This one's gonna be cool.
Ringo, you're gonna have to stop.
But
For
you
real.
do you, boo. If you're
It
scared.
said yes. It said yes.
Oh,
Okay, everybody mute. I'm gonna say, is this Jeffrey Dahmer I'm currently communicating with? Okay, you can come off mute. Oh, or I mean, you don't necessarily have to mute as long as you just don't talk while I'm doing it. I think it says yes. Did you hear it?
Oh, I heard it.
oh shit.
Okay,
Here we
we
go.
need to figure out. I'm going to ask how he passed away because we know. So let's ask. Hang on. Hi, Jeffrey. Can you confirm for me how you passed away? Ringo and that bone is about to drive me nuts. Thank you for the follow.
Is it a Nyla bone?
I don't know. I just know it's like a plastic thing.
Yeah.
And it says
Murder.
schmurder.
I
But
heard that.
he schmurdered himself, I thought. Am
No.
I-
Hold on, let me Google.
I was going to do it. I couldn't
on.
remember which way.
Yeah.
I will be honest. I started the documentary and I couldn't watch it because it was very weird to me. Oh, Give a Talk said that they unalived him. I know, Jamie.
Yes, he was unalived by beating.
Okay, let me ask how he was murdered. Hold on. Thank you, Jeffrey. Can you confirm for me how you were murdered? I hope TikTok doesn't take me down.
Oh god.
Yes, I remember it being prisoners.
It is. It gives a name too.
Highway, making money the flyway. Yes, we're talking about Jeffrey. We're actually trying to talk to Jeffrey Dahmer. Facts, homegirl. Beaten.
Oh shit.
Oh, yes.
All right, ask him if the guy who did it's name is.
Well, I don't know if they'll give that name, but
Oh,
we can try.
okay.
I want to. Dang.
No,
that
because
was
I see the name and I'm wondering, like, should we ask him like by the name or hold on? I'm trying to think of what
Well,
else.
I'm going to first ask where he was.
Okay, you do that. You're good at that. Okay.
Where were you when your life was taken, Jeffrey? This is wild. I don't know, misbehaving.
Yes.
Ringo, stop with the bone. Take it in there. Don't jump at me like that, you little shit. I love you. You're my best friend.
Is he? Never mind.
It still says listening.
Okay.
Prison. You hear it?
Holy shit, bro.
Stop. Stop. Stop.
Okay. All right. What's
All
next?
right. Let me see if I can ask, what was the name of the person who took your life? Hang on.
Okay.
Jeffrey, what was the name of the person that took your life? It's times like this that I really wish I had a carpet or a rug in here, Ringo. You're so loud.
Yeah, she's probably gone. She ran.
She's a track star. I'm just kidding. Stop, Ringo. I'm not. No. Absolutely not.
Yeah, it did say that earlier, Lightning.
Yeah, it said prison. Oh, here's Tater. It says Christopher.
Holy fuck my life, dude.
They usually don't give names.
Laura had a good question.
Whoa. Hold on.
Hang on, I gotta put this phone up. I'm gonna be the mean person.
Oh, what were you known as?
Hi, Ange.
Hey, Ange.
Hey, Ange.
It's hurting me.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to read something to see what kind of questions. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, hold on.
Excuse me.
Are we talking to somebody already?
Yes.
Just
Dahmer.
started.
And all the questions were correct answers.
Yeah, Jeffrey
Oh.
Dahmer.
What do we know about him? Is it Jeffrey? Okay.
Ask him how long he served before
He passed. Okay. We asked how he passed. He said schmurder. Said, how were you schmurdered? He said beaten. Said, where were you when your life was taken? Prison. What was the name of the person that took your life? Christopher.
all correct.
So how long he was in prison before he passed?
Yeah, I'm looking at that right now, yeah.
Okay, make sure no one talks while I ask it.
Okay.
Jeffrey, can you confirm for me how long you were in prison before you passed away? Here comes my kids. I'm gonna mute, or my husband and son. I'm gonna mute.
Okay. I'm trying to read to ask some questions.
I know what to ask him.
I
He's
got
very
one.
close.
Ooh.
He's very close. I've got one.
Wow.
It says 2 years. Is that correct?
It says 3, but it could be. Hold on. Go away, Ed. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it said 3. Let's see what else.
Oh, I love that, Coez.
Okay.
Laura said 2.5 years.
Okay. Yeah, this
And
says
homegirl
3.
said 2.
Okay. Well, that's close enough.
Laura had asked way up in the chat what his moniker was. What did people call him?
So like a nickname?
Yes.
Lightning.
Okay.
I love lightning.
I'm just waiting on them to go in there because I can't ask anything with them in the background. He's wanting me to find this antibiotic for him. So let me ask this question and then I
Because I
will
got one too.
go try to find it. He won't stop talking, so I can't ask.
I'm reading this whole thing on, so I have another question after too.
Okay, let me ask this.
Yeah.
Can you confirm for me what your nickname used to be? Okay, I'm gonna mute y'all while I go do this, but I will show you what it says when I come back.
Hopefully we can hear it.
I know, right?
Yeah, I got a good one. Don't threaten me with Google. I'll find everything.
You couldn't hear it
I
because
don't
I
even
said I
need
was.
Google. I got one.
Y'all couldn't hear it because that's why I said I was muting y'all. But it says Milwaukee Cannibal.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, and then here's my question. Ask him if he's ever admitted to regretting it.
Hi, Megan.
Okay, y'all got to be quiet.
Okay.
Jeffrey, have you ever admitted to regretting the things that you did to people? Okay, BRB. Pretty sure antibiotics are in here.
Yes.
That is correct. Jennifer has a good question.
Hi, Tori.
Hey, Tori.
Oh, that's a good question, Jennifer.
Yeah.
I think it's good too because we could ask like more indirect questions
Yeah.
that like wouldn't be all out there in the public.
Yeah. See, I can look some of that up too. Hold on.
Ask about his dad. Ask if his dad,
Yes.
if he ever saw his dad do anything to hurt someone. His dad's coming to me strong.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Laura, he was psycho.
Okay.
Sorry.
I have answers to house questions too. That from Jennifer to elaborate after.
You're saying
Okay.
that. Is it called SPI Spirit Box?
Yes.
Yeah. No, it says no.
Oh, I got it. This is a good one.
Called SPI.
Carlos said hello.
Hey, Carlos.
Say hi, babe.
Hello.
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 Coming back. I'm back.
All right, good,
You're
because we got all kinds of
channeling
questions.
Jeffrey Dahmer, Bonnie Boo.
Woo, Ringo.
Lightning strikes. I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna mute your ass.
No, don't mute her. You know I love to mute, but I can't
It said
mute
yes.
her.
Did y'all hear it? It said yes to your question, Stewie.
What was my question?
Have you ever admitted
my
to
God.
regretting?
Oh yeah, that I heard. All right, now Jennifer has a question, and then we have some follow-ups after Jennifer's question.
Yes.
Okay. What's Jennifer's question?
She asked, hold on, about the demolition of the building. Hold on.
Yes, how I felt about it.
Yeah, how he felt about the demolition. You could ask how he felt about the building being knocked down that he lived in.
Okay, everybody be quiet while I ask.
Because I got street numbers and shit. So yeah, go
Okay,
ahead.
Ready.
Jeffrey, how did you feel about the building being knocked down that you used to live in? Okay, now we can talk. Thank you for the squirrels, Bonnie.
See, Bonnie, it just
Y'all,
says I wasn't following you. What the fuck?
It's been
still says
happening
I'm
all
not
night long.
following you. even though I did follow her. Oh, she has to accept it because she's private.
Weird.
Skinnamarink. Hi, Shay. Skinnamarink. Dinky dink. Skinnamarink. Doo.
Hello.
Hello. Ringo. Bro.
Shay.
The booty skin.
Hello. I'm feeling possessed.
He says indifferent.
He doesn't. He
Indifferent.
feels indifferent about the building. Okay. Ask him.
About the daddy. About the daddy.
Oh,
Did he ever see his dad hurt anyone
Excuse
or
me.
hurt him?
Okay, let me ask. Jeffrey, have you ever seen your dad hurt another person, or has he ever hurt you? Okay. I ask these questions so proper and respectful, I think.
you are. You're very, very respectful.
You have to be, though, messing with stuff like this. For real, though. It's.
I'm about to dox his address in a second.
Oh, gosh. Here we go. Dr. Ghost.
I've got his number. 1-800. Never mind. Tell.
Cannibal. He said
Hot
no.
and
He said no.
Hmm.
well, why their dad didn't want people to know something? Something ain't right with your daddy.
A little bit, Shell. A little bit, but it's cool.
A little bit, Shelly.
Where's Bobby Joe?
I know Bobby Joe has yet to join any of these lives that
Where's
I've.
Bob? Let me
Shelly.
this heifer.
Shelly, Lightning's gonna get blocked for that one.
No.
I love her a lot.
Literal tears.
What are we asking next?
Just so y'all know, the beach live will be updated. Is uploaded to YouTube.
I love that.
If it needs any
Yeah, I
relaxation.
got notified about that. I was like, oh.
I think I have you set up for that or something by accident.
Was his mom the reason behind all of this anger?
Wait, what?
So should I ask
His mom.
him what the reason was?
Yeah, his
behind
mom
that?
left.
Let me ask.
Okay.
Jeffrey, what was the reason behind all of your anger that made you do those things to people?
I didn't get good.
And don't say 'cause you hungry.
I'm unalive over here.
Jeffrey Dahmer, Crystal.
I'm just scrolling into a live and somebody says, "Who are y'all talking to?" And somebody says, "Oh, just Jeffrey Dahmer."
Fucking, they're gonna be like, "What side of TikTok did I
Like, let
just
me
land on?"
let me screenshot this. Y'all stay away from these people.
Shell's got
Taylor,
some serious
did you
questions.
really just say if he says that he's hungry?
Yes, ma'am.
Did
Did
you? Okay.
Hey, Mike Jones just entered 212 What was the number?
Don't.
Back then, they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all own me. It says confusion.
I bet.
I bet. He didn't know if he wanted the breast or the thigh or the leg.
I'm gonna ask him what he used to do to people. I wonder if he'll tell us.
I bet he will.
What?
Has he been sharing a lot?
Yes, and it's
Yes,
all right.
everything.
You got to be kidding me. Is it really all right?
Yes,
Yes,
because I
it
got
is.
Google right next to me.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna ask what he used to do to people.
Okay.
Can you confirm for me what it is exactly that you used to do to other people? What if he says eat them?
I swear,
That's
I'm
what I'm
telling
waiting
you.
for. Come on.
I'll be on the live.
It says
He'll be waiting
harm.
on you.
What?
He said harm. I'm gonna say, how did you harm them?
Yeah.
How did you harm them?
Did you guys do a prayer before this?
I
I
do.
got a good one. Ask him if they found all the bodies.
Yeah,
Okay.
somebody just asked that. Yeah, Terry.
Oh, you did? Oh, I'm sorry.
I do that. I use sage and I burn incense and I will light candles and I just kind of I try to cleanse the atmosphere, cleanse the environment, but also cleanse myself before I do things like this. 'Cause you never
First time
really
I
know.
saw sage, I thought it was a fat doobie.
And
I
then do you do something like do you sage yourself afterwards so
yes,
nothing stays attached?
yes. I always make sure that I close out correctly and then I will sage. If I don't sage, I at least burn incense because it's very similar doing those things. I
Homegirl.
try to make sure
Homegirl
that I'm
said we need a
careful.
shell shock prayer after this one.
I
You guys
agree.
may all be praying for me after this one.
He says no
I'm proud of
responsibility.
you. I'm proud of you for being up here.
I don't think he wants to
Listen, I
pay.
love you girls.
We love you too,
We love
Michelle.
you
I'm
too.
gonna
We
ask
love
it in a
Love you,
you.
different
Shell.
way. What harm did you bring to others? I'm trying. Hang on. Let me see if he'll answer it this way. Jeffrey, can you confirm for me the type of harm that you brought unto other people? Sometimes you gotta change the way you ask it. I don't know. We'll
Hi,
see.
Christy. My
Thank
birthday
you.
is really nice. Thank you.
If I
Raggedy.
could sing, I'd sing for you, but I can't. So
I sang to her.
She did. It was so cute.
I'm not a good singer.
Neither.
Dude, why does it take so long to upload to YouTube?
It does take a little while, but not that long. It takes longer to download it from TikTok than it does to upload it. He says
Not me.
unspeakable. He refuses to speak on it. He says it's unspeakable.
That's rude.
I'm not going to
Rude.
say that because he might
The
come
rude
into
ghost.
Tell him we won't tell anybody.
Ask how
I'll say
many
that for
videos
real.
did
Who's
he have?
talking? Ghost Taylor or Shay? Homegirl, calm down, calm down.
Tell him
going to
you
tell him
won't
that.
judge him.
Okay, everybody has to be quiet while I say it. It's okay, Jeffrey. You can tell us. We won't tell anyone, and we promise not to judge. We listen and we don't judge. I had to say that.
And you won't get the death penalty. Oh, unalive penalty.
It's already passed. That's already happened. He's gone. Thank
No,
goodness.
that's why I said it.
He's scary. When I can't watch a documentary about someone because I am so freaked out, that's how you know it's scary because it
Yeah,
takes a
I've
lot.
never had that problem.
Yeah,
I know.
What is it on Netflix?
Yes. What was his? He's in American Horror Story. What's his
Oh.
name?
Evan
Evan
Peters.
Peters.
That's right. I've been
Yes,
waiting for this.
he nailed that.
I've been waiting for
Nailed it.
Really
this.
did.
I see. I don't remember because when we moved from the old house, we had all the freaking services. I don't even know what we have here besides Paramount. I think we have Netflix. I need to watch that.
Oh man. Oh, it's good.
I like Evan Peters too. He's
Yeah.
really good.
So does
Yes.
anybody read Anne Rule's books?
Not me.
Years ago.
I've read a couple of them a really
Yeah.
long time ago.
He's
She's
not gonna
still
handle it.
writing them.
She's still writing.
Hmm
Wow. I'm
He's not
talking
gonna
like
handle
20
it.
years ago.
I know, right?
Okay, I'm gonna ask how many.
Though. Okay.
Jeffrey, how many people total did you harm?
I think it's.
Stewie, I'm wrong. The last one I thought came out in 2015. I thought, well, she unalived in 2015, just so that everybody knows in the chat, the woman is no longer writing.
I cannot tell.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Thanks,
Next
Joe.
time we do this, we have to do John Bonet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
got
that's
to do
a good
Yes.
one.
Yes.
So
That's,
listen, I know so much from. I used to have a Facebook group that was specifically on the John Bonet Ramsey case, and it was thousands of people in there. I've actually had people find me on TikTok that were old moderators in my group. He said 17, and
okay.
Thank you, Give a Talk.
we've spoken to the most recent detective because they had at one point reopened the case when they had some new advancements in technology to scan DNA. And we spoke to the detective that was messing with the case at that point at the Boulder Police Department. But we also spoke with a prior detective from the Boulder Police Department that was working the case. And when I tell you, we saw some weird stuff. if you go on like the dark web, there are autopsy photos that you don't see from a standard Google search. And I ended up having to back away from that case because the things I saw were giving me nightmares.
Oh,
It
I'm
was
sure.
terrible. It
Oh
was
wow.
awful. But I do want to try this with it because, it was interesting. I think I know what happened, but
So who do you think it is then?
who hurt her? I
Yes.
think that because there had been something similar that happened at the kitchen table with her and her brother previously, but I think that her brother got angry and he hit her or harmed her in some way. I think that she was knocked unconscious and that her parents thought that he unalived her. So in their heads, they were like, well, one child's gone, but maybe we can at least save another, keeping the son from getting found out and going to jail, I
Yeah.
guess, even though he was very young. So I think that they tried to stage it, but in the middle of trying to stage it, I think that John Bonet started to come to and they realized she was alive, and at that point they panicked and they took her out. But I think it was her whole entire family in that house.
But I'm right with you. I think the brother initiated it.
Yeah, and I
I
think
agree.
that they thought that they were going to set it up. So I think that once her body was gone, they actually hired someone to come in and her so that their DNA would be on her. It's disgusting. It's
Yep.
disgusting.
Hey, I have some questions too when you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready. He already answered the last one.
All right. Ask him. 1 second. Okay, first ask him if the first murder was planned.
Okay. Jeffrey, was the first person that you took their life a planned murder? I hate saying that on TikTok.
I know.
It didn't even put it in there right, so I may have to re-ask it. We'll see how it comes out.
Okay.
Which app are you using this time?
This is the SPI app I've been using. It's only on the Apple Store, but it was created by a paranormal investigator, Sean something. I always forget his last name, Sean Austin or Sean, I don't know. People in the chat should know.
Yes, Crafty.
But it's interesting. It does use AI, so I'm still trying to learn how much I trust it, but I am a big fan of the Necrophonic app. It says no, but I mean, maybe I
Okay,
need.
that's correct.
Okay.
All right, ask him what the first name of his first victim.
Okay, maybe he'll answer that. Let me see.
Let's see. If not, I got more.
What was the first name of your very first victim? I do think it's very weird that some of these are as spot on as they are, but
Yeah.
I feel like with Dee Dee, some of the answers Dee Dee gave is not something that you could just find on the internet.
Yeah, it's
So
weird.
it's 100% aligned with the situation at hand. It was very, very odd. Ringo, why are you doing that? Does anybody else's dog just gnaw on their own paw? Just all the time gnaw on their paw.
I don't have a dog.
Mine doesn't.
Mine doesn't.
Ringo has done this his whole life. He just chews on his paw like crazy.
What I can't figure out is Massimo will come up to me and he takes his paw and he'll lay it on me. Like,
Steven. I love
Hi.
that. He said Steven.
You are correct. Ask him how old he was.
Okay.
Are you
Oh, I'm
serious?
done with Jeffrey.
Yeah,
wait,
I'm
are you
looking right
serious?
at this. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all gotta be quiet though, or it'll pick up your words. Hang on. How old was Steven? Okay, we can talk again.
Okay. This is creepy as fuck.
No
Yes.
joke.
What if it's
That's like I
connected
told
to
you.
Google though?
Listen, I wasn't believing in any of this stuff.
It's wild. It's very wild. I don't know how I feel about it. 18.
Oh my fucking god, bro.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, now ask how long it was between the first and the next.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
How much time passed between your first victim and your second victim? I'm nervous. Somebody said, Jesus, take the wheel. No, Jesus, take all the wheels.
That's no joke.
Jesus,
take the whole car.
Nope.
Point.
He
Lightning.
answers correctly. I got to smoke the whole bag because
Yeah, lightning. Nope. We're not joking up here. I wasn't falling for this, and I'm hook, line, and sinker now.
This is why I wish Bobby Joe was in here because I know Bobby Joe would really get into this.
yeah.
This
I'll try
takes
to send her I'll send her an invite.
this takes the stuff that we've been.
I did, Shell.
Oh, you
But
did too?
yes, ma'am.
Don't be busy with Trey. 9 years. It says 9 years.
Okay, it says 10.
Close enough. It could have been
Close.
longer.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Anybody else? I don't want to hog up all the questions.
No, please. You're doing good. You've got the answers in
Because
front
I'm
of
going
you.
through I'm googling shit.
Were they all men? All of his victims men?
As far as I believe so.
Let me ask.
Okay,
Sure
go
about
ahead.
that?
Go ahead.
Let me ask. Jeffrey, were all of your victims male?
Lynn said it took Jeffrey Dahmer to make Shell believe what the belief in
I
the
got a
world.
I got a good one. Okay.
I'm with you, Lynn.
Oh, I'm not asking that, Fergie. I'm sorry. There's something I will not.
Yeah. I'll pass on that one.
I don't think I can ask that question. I don't even know that he would answer, but I do not think I feel comfortable asking that. Matter of
That
fact, no, I don't.
very strange question.
It is. It's very. That just made me feel very uncomfortable.
Burge, listen, we do not judge. It's good. You're just fine. I mean, hey, it's not like we're ever going to eat it, so I can understand why you would ask.
It said yes. All of his victims
Carlos
were
wanted to
Okay.
know which one tastes the best.
Now ask.
Oh, wow.
Carlos.
What was his
Ask-
favorite part?
Ask how
sorry.
old his 5th victim was.
Okay, you got to be quiet.
Okay.
How old was your 5th victim? I gotta go grab my monster. I'll be back. This is getting
If
intense.
he
Lynn,
says
you guys have
24.
corrupted me.
This shit is nuts.
You couldn't watch the documentary on him? He's doing on
I can't believe that every one of these questions have been
Yeah.
answered correctly.
Yep.
I'm telling you.
Are we sure that this SPI doesn't have like a AI
Is
in
this
it?
It said
Right.
24.
Carlos.
Holy
It
shit.
does use AI.
What
However,
did it say? What did it
I
say?
did not give any permissions outside of my microphone. And that plays a big part when it comes to stuff like that. That is the only reason why I keep. But here's the thing, Shell. We did Dee Dee Blanchard night before last.
Okay.
We asked some questions that could be answered with a Google search. Then we asked other questions that could not be answered with a Google search. And it was too spot on with the entirety of the situation. There was just no way. There was no way.
How old did he say?
Carlos
24.
did.
And that's also correct.
What
Carlos
is
did
how?
investigate to see if it was pulling from Google, and it does not pull from
It
Google.
doesn't.
You
No.
have to give it permission to access things, certain things like that. And I did not give it permission.
Okay, now I'm a little freaked out over here.
I'm
Somebody in the
freaked out.
Listen.
All right. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Raggedy, just plan on staying up all night now and holding all of our hands, and we're going to have a slumber party.
Answer was 24, Mama D, and that is correct. Ask
And
him
I
what,
said 24 before she even said what it was. And
Ask
I don't
him-
have nothing but my phone.
Ask him what number street the apartment was.
What number? You mean what apartment number he lived in?
No, what street? What number? What was the name of the number in the street?
Oh, I don't know if I can get that.
All right, let me think of this. All right, hold on.
Hang on, let me try.
That's the
Jeffrey.
address.
Jeffrey, what number was in the name of your street that you lived on?
There you go.
All right, while we wait on his answer, I'm going to put Ringo outside. Come on, Ringo. Come on, little buddy.
If he answers this one, I'm going to shit my pants.
Please do not do that. If you do, at least go wipe yourself.
I might.
I really do want to know if he preferred white or dark meat. That ain't no lie. What was his favorite part? I got questions, Jeffrey.
Not the breasts.
Hey, I think we should at least explore it because Fergie, like, really stepped out on a limb and got morbid down there. And I mean,
Hey,
I think we ought to help a girl out.
He
yeah,
said
that's right.
25.
Holy fucking shit.
No way.
He lived on North 25th Street.
Wow.
Grow up.
Holy crap.
I just got chills.
I've got to smoke.
Hey, ask him if he preferred white or dark meat.
Watching that, Cayler.
I'm scared.
What? Don't be scared. We're right here.
I'm scared.
I'll hold your hand. Shelly usually holds mine, but I'm not scared.
Everybody better be up at 4:30 in the morning when I drive home alone in the dark.
I'll be live, I'm sure.
Yeah. I was going to say Taylor will be like,
One of us will be live.
Somebody
Yeah,
better be live all night tonight.
Today was confusing for everybody.
Today
it
was
was.
great.
They were shocked to see us in boxes.
Everybody's
Today
like,
was
wait,
the
what are y'all
best.
doing live in the daytime?
Emac, I'll let you in a box, but if you're working and there's background noise, you'll have to mute whenever we're asking questions.
Pork.
White or dark meat? White or dark meat?
Fergie said
Not
she was
asking that.
making pork.
I'm at home.
ask if he has remorse.
Okay,
Ooh,
everybody be
good
quiet.
question.
Don't ask. Jeffrey, do you feel any type of remorse for the things that you did to people? Okay. I'm gonna pee in my pants. This is really weird.
You think?
Lightning strikes.
Your giggle's so cute. Oh my gosh.
Her laugh always makes me laugh.
Yes, yes, yes.
Well, all I know is this. Dee Dee Blanchard was wild, but this is really wild for me. I do not
Lightning,
like.
Lightning
No,
says,
girl.
Jeffrey, no remorse, just digestive issues.
I saw that.
God.
Somebody said
Homegirl, she won't ask.
if I ask that, he might like something bad. Might he said yes, he has remorse. I'm scared if I ask something like that.
Don't be scared. I promise. We are right here. I'll get you through it. Just call me.
You're behind a screen. How are you going to protect me from a ghost that I am in my home?
I told you this app was the good one.
I don't know that as far as you're going down this rabbit hole, that question's going to make a difference. I mean, I'm just speaking truth.
Okay, I'm gonna ask. Here I
Thanks for
go.
being honest.
Yay! Everybody has to be quiet. Jeffrey, do you prefer white meat or dark meat? I'm gonna be honest. I feel like people are gonna run with that question. I don't know. I
too,
don't know.
yeah.
They won't. I mean,
We
I have
know
to
what
agree
you're
with you
talking
there.
about.
This is like a mystery thing. I mean, there's nothing that's meant badly towards.
Glad I didn't eat my
At
dinner.
all.
Yeah,
I
that's
just know
not
how people things they say about me, and I listen. I don't care at the end
Oh,
of the day.
I asked the question. I asked the question, guys. Taylor
It
made.
said,
Taylor made
it
asked
said
the
both.
question.
He said both.
Okay, that's fair.
What instrument did he use?
To harm someone?
Yes.
All right, hold on. Jeffrey, what was the instrument that you used to harm one of your victims?
What's happening? What was that?
What was that?
It was me.
Thank you, my twin.
I think about some of the things that I know that, like, I would not let my kids, like, they love horror. They love
Thank you,
creepy
my
stuff,
twin.
and I refuse to allow them to watch this man on the Netflix documentary.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, girl. Oh, girl.
Girl, I think that was Raggedy.
So it out.
So it was
Yeah.
me.
I think it was
I'm
right.
dead.
Yeah.
He said bat. He said he used a bat.
He did on at least one.
Excuse me. Oh,
But I said
my.
instrument.
That's still an instrument, dude.
Yep.
But the fact that this app, like when I think instrument, I think musical instrument. The fact that this app knew that I was talking about a bat and not a musical instrument is wild to me.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Not the app. He knew what you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody else have any other questions for Mr.
Yeah.
Dahmer before we
Yeah.
move on to someone
Wait a
else?
minute. We're not moving on. This is fun.
I have a question. Hold on.
Shell shock. Normally you're just like,
I'm
Hang
loving
on.
her.
You've got me all in here now. No. Don't run off yet.
oh, Jamie, using the SPI app.
What dimension is he in?
Okay, I'll ask that. I think that's a fair question. Jeffrey, what dimension are you currently in now? You know he's in HE double hockey sticks.
Exactly. I'd hope so.
Mm-hmm. I do too.
Listen, if Jesus forgives this man for his sins, then he'll really forgive anything. I'm just
He
saying.
did come to Christ before his passing.
Yeah.
He
Yep,
did?
He did. Yes.
Well, then he's going to
Yes,
be in
he did.
heaven.
My next one, Jennifer, is going to be John Benet Ramsey. And I also want to see if I can communicate with Summer Wells. She has not been pronounced unalived, but that little girl's been missing for years.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
helped in the beginning. I was helping with the Summerwell case, and that I had.
Wait a minute. You
Something
do
isn't
this
right.
stuff too?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Something isn't right, especially considering the fact that her aunt went missing and never has been found.
He said he's in limbo.
Okay. That's a lie.
Well,
I mean, technically, if they choose not
That's true.
to go, that's what they consider that, stuck in limbo.
Isn't that like paradise? Well, that's not paradise.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That word.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
the limbo.
No, the word. I know what you're thinking.
Purgatory?
Purgatory. No, yeah, is it purgatory?
Yeah.
Ask him how long he schmurdered her for.
How long he harmed people for?
Yeah.
Jeffrey, how long were you harming people for?
Ron, Jen, I want you to know I have enjoyed seeing your smiling face back on this app.
I do too, Jennifer. You know I do. Listen, I've always been friends with BJ, so I don't care what nobody thinks. Me and her, she makes me laugh, and we've had some good conversations.
I was so excited when I went into Green Eyes this morning or this afternoon and they were battling. It was so cute.
13 years.
That's exactly correct. I did the math.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Kim went live today, and we just laughed and laughed.
Oh my goodness.
We all had a good time in there today.
My cheeks hurt.
Yeah, it was a
My
good day.
cheeks hurt. When I say we had a good day, it was yes. Today was one of the best days.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
I had to work all day.
But
Stephen Avery.
is he watching his last victim that got away? Oh, I'll
I
ask
want to
that.
know about
That's a
Kaylee
good
Anthony.
question.
I'm going to ask this.
Kaylee.
Jeffrey, are you watching your last victim, the one that got away? If he says yes, I'm going to throw up for real. I'm going to have to end it if he says yes. I can't do that. Mm-mm.
He's going to say no.
I hear you on that, Megan.
No, hot mess mama. He said yes.
Oh my
Yeah, he
goodness.
did.
Oh.
I think it's time that we wrap up with Dahmers. Anybody have any final questions?
Bye, Jeffrey.
Everybody in agreement that we stop with this person?
Yeah, I'd
Yep.
say so at this point.
Yes.
I agree.
Okay. Let me close out. Jeffrey, I
That was
want to thank
creepy.
you for answering our questions tonight. I'm going to go ahead and close out this session and leave you be. Goodbye. The biggest thing is saying goodbye. I need to hear him say goodbye and then I can close it. And it seems like they always take forever to say goodbye. I'm just saying. I'm going to go grab my incense box. I'll be right back.
I don't know that I've ever heard Raggedy rattled.
Right? Dude, but seriously, Shell, even before you came in, like every one of those answers was correct.
Spot on.
If it wasn't correct, it was off by like half.
Yeah, and I think it said goodbye.
Yeah, I hope
And
so.
Fergie, I'm with you. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, that was crazy.
I
That
was actually praying while she was asking questions.
wow. That was crazy.
Yeah,
Okay.
he did say bye.
Yes.
Yeah, you say goodbye. I'm gonna light an incense.
You need like more than an incense. Jesus.
Taylor had a good one too. Um, what was the little Anthony girl's first name, Taylor?
Kaylee.
Kaylee Anthony would be another good one too.
Yeah, because that one I got a lot of questions. That wasn't far for me, and I have a lot. Some of the stuff I know, you know what I mean?
Yeah. We
And
ought to
Wade
start a
Wilson. You should
list
do Wade
going.
Wilson too with his piece of shit ass. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. I wanna reach out to her. I do.
Yeah, that's a good
We
one. The
can try
Watts
it.
family. Yep.
Family's a
No,
good
we're
one.
not doing Watts. That's one case I will not do.
Who are they?
Rude or
That's what-
disrespectful. But here's the thing: when the Watts case was going down, I was on YouTube. You know, the Watts Island. On the true crime side of YouTube, and it got very ugly. It got very vile. It got very dangerous. I will not have anything to do with the Watts case ever, 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 ever again.
Yeah.
I don't even know who the Watts family is.
Oh,
Chris
please.
Watts.
You're better off. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
it's a very dark
Very
story.
Very
You don't
dark.
It's sad.
Okay.
So who are we gonna do? Casey Anthony, Kaylee Anthony. I mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
I will do that one for a little while.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Let me
That's awesome.
give me a sec. I just kind
That
of
was a
gotta.
great idea, though, Taylor. That was a good one.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna
I
give myself
feel
a
her a
sit back and
lot.
smoke
Yeah.
for this one.
I just kind of gotta. I don't know. That was weird. When he said yes that he was watching that guy, I feel very. I don't know.
Lacey Peterson.
Oh yeah, I know who.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's another good one. Oh, you girl.
We can make a whole
Lacey.
list here. Shit.
That's why I said we need
Yeah.
to start a list for Raggedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've asked people to send me suggestions. I mean, I have a couple that I know that I want to do. Dee Dee was one of them, but and John Bonet and Lizzie Borden. I really want to do Lizzie Borden. But those, I can't really think. Gabby Petito, I want to do her.
What
Can we
about
do
the Menendez
Elvis
brothers'
one
parents?
night?
Oh yeah.
Who?
Elvis Aaron.
Yes,
Oh.
like I know he's not like, in this category, but like
That is the only man I'd have ever married. Y'all heard it from me. Is Elvis Aaron Presley.
there you go.
Elvis Presley is my very, very, and I don't care who believes this, but it's a fact. Elvis Presley is a very, very, very distant cousin of mine on my dad's side. One day I will show you guys pictures of my dad's dad, my granddaddy Dennis, and when I tell you that him and Elvis look just like brothers. I used to have this heirloom. It was this guitar that hung on Elvis's wall in his home in Graceland. It wasn't a real guitar. It was like an antique, very heavy duty. It was made out of like iron or steel or I don't know, but it was very heavy duty. And when my granddaddy passed away, they actually had that stuck down in his grave for the first couple of weeks of him being gone because he didn't have a headstone. And then my Aunt Carolyn went and got it and held on to it for a very long time. And whenever I became an adult, she gave it to me. Well, then this bitch named Jada stole my car, literally stole my car, got it impounded because she got pulled over and she didn't have a license, intoxicated, and I could never get that car back, and they would not allow me to get the items out of that car. I lost my high school diploma, a lot of clothes, all of my softball championship trophies, that of Elvis Presley's. Like, I lost a lot of stuff. I was so upset.
I have a bedroom in my house, and it's my granddaughter's room, and I call it the princess bedroom, and it looks like a princess room, and that is where my Elvis memorabilia, signed memorabilia, is at.
We can absolutely do an Elvis one night. I think that would be interesting. I used to have so many things because everybody, when we did the whole family tree thing, whenever it was confirmed that he actually was a very distant cousin, everybody was obsessed with Elvis. I mean, my granddaddy was regardless, but my daddy bought me this devil bear one time for Valentine's Day, and it looked like a little devil with devil horns, and it had a leather motorcycle jacket on, and it would sing the Hunka Hunka Burning Love song by Elvis. It was so cute. I used to have so much stuff.
Raggedy Coez asked if in the future, when you're going to do lives like this, could you do a video ahead of time and let everybody know so that way they can make sure because she missed it and just got in here?
Well, I did
I
do it
did too.
for days, but I couldn't say exactly what time because I knew after work I was going to be going and doing stuff with my husband and son, and I didn't know when I would be home and settled. But I mean, any other time, it's not hard for me to really say a time. I just might be 15, 20 minutes late, just being
Yeah,
honest.
that's okay.
I didn't do one last night, Coez. It was the night before last, but I did not do a video for the first two that I did, and I did feel bad about that.
And also, y'all can follow Sean Austin on this app, and he goes live pretty much every night, a little bit late, but he's the creator of that app, and he uses it a lot of things because him being a demonologist, he has had things follow him home, so he gets a lot of response out of his apartment where spirits have followed him home. It's very interesting.
Heck to the no, to the no.
All right,
But he isn't afraid of any of it. He knows how to deal with them real well.
Sean Austin, Wendy, and I'm
Yeah, he's a good guy.
I don't know that training a demon's like training a dog. And I have enough trouble getting this dog to be potty trained. I don't know that I could train a demon.
Well, I don't know if he's trained them, but he did go to school. Like he's not a priest, but he's very Catholic. He
So
always prays a prayer for them to,
Passover.
Passover, and
Yeah.
he actually went to demonologist school wherever that's at.
all right. I'm
Yeah.
gonna really quick try and see if we can pull Kaylee. So everybody will have to hold tight just a second and let me ask this, and then we'll be okay. Because it will pick up. I don't say that. I always feel mean saying that, but if somebody says something when I do it, it picks that up too and throws that in there. It's very sensitive.
You're okay, sis.
I like about it. It's very sensitive. Here we go. Is Kaylee Anthony there and available to communicate with us tonight? Okay. Now I said it. Now it's
Okay, Lightning. Yes, he can perform exorcisms. Yeah, that's what I was that's what I was gathering when she was kind of describing him.
says maybe. I'm gonna ask something else. Can I please communicate with Kaylee Anthony? I just not saged. I just did incense all over myself, like big time. I've got to get some more sage. I mean, I have enough left for tonight, but I probably won't do this again until I go and get some more.
I also follow Ian Lawman, and he's a demonologist as well.
This says uncertain. I don't know. It may not pull Kaylee Anthony tonight. Who else can we try just to see if maybe, I don't know. I've never had it tell me this when I asked to talk to someone.
She's trying. Give her a minute.
Try Lacey Peterson.
Well, we'll give her a minute, like Tater said, to see what happens. Let me quit, Ringo. You just came in. You just want to go out there because that cat's out there. Aaron, the only thing that I won't do, at least right now, is I won't try and communicate with somebody personal's loved one because I don't know. I just don't feel right doing that. I hope that makes sense. I just don't feel right because I just don't know. I don't know much about that. All right, I'm going to try again. Kaylee, Anthony, are you there? Would you like to communicate with us? Stop. Stop and go.
Yes.
Okay. We got her. At least we think we got her. Let's test it. What should I ask her?
How
She
old
went
was
to.
she when she passed?
Go ahead.
Okay, we'll ask that. Hi, Kaylee. Can you confirm for me how old you were when you passed away? Thank you, Aaron, for understanding. Just listen, I am no psychic medium. You know what I mean? I'm literally just using an app. Some people, I will tell y'all, there is a medium, a person who claims to be a medium on here. She now goes by Frankie, but she used to go by Beth the Medium. And when my dad passed away, I would just tell y'all, she scammed the shit out of me.
3.
She says she was 3.
Is that right?
Oh,
Charlotte's looking for you, Krista. Charlotte's looking for you, honey.
Krista, you missed a good one.
Yes.
Stewie, is she 3?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She was 2, I think. 2. 2 months away from being 3. Yeah.
2
A
years.
month away from being 3. Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I was doing something else.
The mom's name. Okay. Haley, can you tell me what your mom's name is? August what? Lightning, do you know? Stewie's not on vacation. Stewie lives at the beach permanently.
I am not on vacation.
I don't think some people know that you live at the beach.
I do. I'm 10 minutes from the beach.
Go. I'm about to put you to bed.
Girl, if I was on vacation, I would not be on the tickety-tockety.
Shoot, I wouldn't let everybody know. Woo.
Casey.
Just Casey.
Oh my
Okay.
God. This is.
Okay.
Oh boy.
When she went to sleep, was Casey alone?
So was her mom alone? When Kaylee,
When she went to sleep.
Kaylee, when you went to sleep, was your mom, Casey, alone by herself? Okay, while this is giving y'all an answer, I'm going to go use the bathroom.
Okay.
Okay.
I've been holding it since the Jeffrey Dahmer days.
Oh God. Yeah, I'm taking a sip of the drinky drink.
Me too. Me and my
I'm
Pepsi.
about 4 miles from the beach.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, babe.
Oh no, I was saying I'm about 4 miles from the beach.
You're in
Takes me about
California?
10 minutes to get there.
Right?
Yes.
You're in California.
Yeah,
Okay.
Southern
Cool.
California.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, you're the complete opposite of me.
Couldn't be any further away.
Right? Yeah, Aaron, I've been living here. I grew up, I guess. I moved here when I was 16, so I've been here for 30 years. So yeah, I grew up here. Well, first of all, Krista, you missed Jeffrey Dahmer and every correct answer that we got. So yeah, that got Shelly for a loop, man. Shelly's all excited now.
Listen, Krista, I do not believe in ghosts.
Close to me.
This ghost had the
Perfect
correct
penguin.
answers.
Good boy. Good boy.
Only because I had Google on the left of me here.
Yeah, telling us what if it was right or not. I am telling you, like, what
Oh,
what street number did you live on?
Yep.
And he said it.
Yep.
He said no,
25.
because she was not by herself.
I didn't think so.
Yep.
I never thought that.
So do we think one of the grandparents?
Yes,
I don't know.
ma'am.
I'm
The
gonna.
daddy, Casey's dad.
That's
Yep.
what I thought. So can you ask if the grandfather was with her?
Okay. Kaylee, was your grandfather with your mom, Casey, when you went to bed?
Purple Penguin, I'm in Orange County.
Yes, Krista.
Yes.
You said yes.
Chris, I'm ready for you to get home.
Me too.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yes,
me
Kate
too.
Anthony.
Me too. To ask if it was truly an accident.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was his dad's name? George?
Kaylee, was what happened
Yeah.
to you truly an accident?
No.
It says no.
Oh, snap.
Ask her if she remembers being packed to the car.
Okay, hold on. Everybody be quiet. Kaylee, do you remember being packed into the car?
Bonnie.
And Waterfall has a really good next question to follow that one up. And it is, can you ask her who put her in the trunk of the car?
Ooh,
Yeah.
Very good question, Waterfall.
very good question.
I'll ask that now, and then it should answer that one after this one. Hold on.
Yes.
Kaylee, who put you into the trunk of the car? And she said yes, she does remember being packed into the car.
Sweet Jesus, we need to have a talk.
I
If
knew
it
it.
is my time to go, I don't want
Let-
to remember any of
Let's
it.
huddle up.
Just take me right up to heaven, no pass goes.
Don't collect $200.
No, take me straight to heaven.
Aaron has a good question too.
Ooh, that is a good one, Aaron. Yeah.
Says no response detected. Let me try to reword this.
Okay.
Kaylee, did your mother, Casey, put you in the trunk of the car that night? Where's my Reese's eggs? I'm getting nervous.
Krista.
What up,
Krista,
Cam?
listen to me. We're going to hold hands tonight and stay up all night long because I might get scared.
Well, guess who's not tired?
I know that's right.
You know what? Kristen and I both took our sleeping meds, so we'll see. We'll both be like, yeah, it's okay. Come.
Mine aren't ready yet. That's not fair.
Yeah.
Mine are still in lingo at Walgreens. Keep saying insurance bullcrap, but I usually pay out of pocket, so I don't know what they're talking about.
Is it saying a prior authorization? It says no, her mama did not. So let's see if her grandpa did. Let me ask that.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
did your grandpa put you into the trunk of the car that night? Okay, where'd my Reese's eggs go? There it is.
Okay,
Oh, and
now,
then
did
ask
you.
about Zanny the nanny.
Wait a minute. Did you say your last question was, did your mother? I'm just trying to follow. Sorry.
So I asked about her mom. She said no. And now I'm asking about her grandpa.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm praying, Barry. I will absolutely have your mom in my
Very.
prayer.
Yes.
Barry.
Definitely.
We'll
very.
definitely be praying. I have several people that's reached out to me today and asking for prayers. Know if you do, I definitely will be praying. I had to work a lot of long hours, so I don't have everybody answered back. But if you're one of the ones that did, I promise I will be praying.
Yes.
Oh, snap.
Ooh, we saw this one coming a mile away.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Ask about Zanny the nanny.
Okay, but what do I ask?
Yeah, because you really that was
Hold on,
that
let me
wasn't that
think.
the witness that was like,
That's the one that she claimed was watching the
yeah,
kid.
She was ever with Zanny the
No.
nanny.
Yeah, there was no Zanny the
Hey,
nanny.
Zanny the nanny. I mean, obviously.
Right, there was no Zanny the nanny.
Okay, okay, let me think of a good one. Oh, ask if the steps to the pool were up or down.
Okay.
Because yeah.
Kaylee, were the steps to the swimming pool up or were they down? I hear crickets literally.
Down.
Down.
Okay, because correct me if I'm wrong, somebody, but wasn't there something along the lines that said that she originally like was drowning in the pool or
They
something like that?
it was a suspicion.
Okay,
But
okay,
yeah, it was a
all right,
suspicion.
okay. I'm just trying to think of random shit.
Okay, well then why couldn't she climb out up if they were down? Isn't that what that means?
Because I think that it was an above ground pool, so you have the steps. Oh wait, they do come out too. I don't fucking know. All right,
Ask where her body was found.
And ask her if her mom gave her medicine that night.
Okay, I'll do one at a time. We'll do where the body was found, and then we'll ask about medicine. Kaylee, where was your body found after you passed away?
Oh, and Casey Anthony did the documentary on Peacock. She
Right.
was the one that gave this whole story about her
Drowning.
possibly drowning with
Okay.
the grandfather. So it was all speculation. It was never anything that was in court.
Krista's got a good point.
Why would OJ do it?
No, she wants to know.
Because we already know OJ.
She wants to ask. I guess ask OJ if he did it or not.
We're gonna do OJ.
Sweet. Hey, Sandy.
That'd be awesome. I've never heard anybody do OJ before.
She
Hey,
said,
Encino Cancer.
I think his son was in on it.
did y'all hear me? She said Woods.
Holy fuck
Oh,
shit,
wow.
dude. I can't. I just can't. I just can't. Do I have any anxiety
There's Bobby
medication?
Joe.
There's Bobby Joe. Why are you laughing at us?
Come on in, Bobby Joe. This is great.
You met Kaylin. Did he go, I'm not aware. I don't remember. I'm not aware. I don't remember.
I don't recall.
I don't recall. I heard a noise. I don't recall. It was
Okay.
Where she drowned. I see your question. Oh, I want to ask
Ask
about
the medicine question.
Kaylee, did your mom give you any medication prior to you passing?
no, but Stewie's taking some because Stewie's anxiety is off the roof right now.
Once my iPad gets to 5%, I'm
Hi,
going to have to
Shane.
close it. Because I don't want it to go dead before I can close it. And then we can always pick back up on it.
Krista.
I don't have a way to charge it because my son took the charger. He's rude. I'm just kidding. It's his charger, so.
Hi, Bobby Joe.
Bobby Joe, I'm very upset that every one of these lives that I've done, you have not participated. Do you know that we have talked to Dee Dee Blanchard and Jeffrey Dahmer, and now we're talking to Kaylee Anthony?
And I've participated.
She has.
But Dahmer's
Yeah, that was
every
creepy.
question was right.
He said no to medication. So now we're gonna ask.
That's very interesting.
Kaylee, did you really drown when you passed away?
I can't. can't.
Yes, Bobby Joe, through SPI.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Erica Hall.
Yeah, share.
Krista.
What did she say?
Erica Hall wants to know ask if the grandmother was in on it.
I want to know if OG was right. I cannot. She said no, she did not drown.
Ask if she was suffocated.
Kaylee, were you suffocated when you passed away?
I wonder
You
if
said,
the
Funky, that it was not an accident.
Krista, you're
duct
killing
tape
me.
had
You need to stop.
We need to find out about Tupac for
For
sure.
real.
I agree. Listen,
with
I'm
that.
a big Tupac fan. Let's
I'm-
do Tupac.
I'm glad, Robin. I really am.
Yes.
Beach Live has been uploaded to YouTube, just so y'all know if you need a little relaxation.
Why did that take so long?
Oh no, it's been. I just
Oh, I was about to say.
yeah, it took less time than I thought it was.
It does seem like it's going to take a while, but then it does work pretty quick.
Yeah.
It is AI, Bobby Joe, but if you research it,
Listen, Bobby Joe.
it
Don't
doesn't
break my heart.
use the internet. Now, I will say, I did not give it permission for anything outside of my microphone. However, I am still getting my fill of it. I will say Necrophonic is my go-to app, and it does not use AI in any way, shape, or form. Necrophonic does not. But this said, yes, she was suffocated when she passed away.
And I can say, and I mean, he could be not telling the truth, but Sean swears that this is not a Google thing. It's just an endless word bank.
Carlos looked it up, and it's not connected.
I don't know how any of that stuff works anyway. I just think this is nuts.
I'm scared to do that, Bobby Joe, but I think that's because of my own triggers and fears when it comes to people's personal loved ones. Listen, if somebody else wants to download the app and do that, I'm all for it. I will be there to support. But I don't know that I could do that. Yeah, Fergie. Necrophonic is
Ask who did it though, Raggedy? Who suffocated you?
maybe still answer. We'll see. Kaylee, who suffocated you that day?
Use Necrophonic for Tupac.
Is that the one that creeps me out?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, it
hell
has
yeah.
that voice. You can't really understand it a whole lot.
You got to put it on reverb and you got to really listen. It's a lot better if you have headphones in. I always tell people, well, whenever I used to do this a lot on live a couple of years ago, I would tell people while we're doing this, put headphones in. Put headphones in, like earbuds, whatever the case may be, because you're going to hear it a lot better through earbuds than I am coming straight through the speaker. It says no response detected.
Oh, interesting. Like maybe she was already asleep and she doesn't know.
Or sometimes there's just things that it just won't say. I don't know. It just depends. Sometimes I can try to reword it and I'll get an answer. Sometimes not. Can you ask
Bobby
whose
Joe
property
said it's the
was
only
this
true
from?
way to test it is to try to do a loved one, to know whether or not it's, Googling or something.
Well, and I agree that that's a good idea, but I don't feel comfortable doing that. I mean, maybe, I don't know.
I'll test it that way. I'll do it.
Like I said, if somebody else wants to do it, hey, more
That's a
power.
one-time $14.99 fee.
Yeah, it does cost money.
And I've been watching Sean for years, and I trust the guy.
All right, I'm going to ask Army Girls question. Hang on. Kaylee, whose property in the woods was your body found on? Dang, Ringo, you're loud. Someone said, "Is anybody else worried about Taylor Made?" I mean, I know that she dropped, but she drops a lot.
Got a phone call.
Calls. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. She probably got a phone call. If something was wrong, I feel like somebody would have gotten a text by now.
Yeah, she had a phone call.
Somebody probably would have maybe texted me and told me to end the live. I don't know. I just know usually when something big happens,
I need a snack.
it says family. She
She's
was
got
found
all
on
our numbers.
property. Who was with her when she passed? I can try to ask that, Tea Sipper. Haley, who all was with you whenever you passed away? Of course, Army girl. Excuse me. Thank you for the heart me.
Several people have asked if you could ask who put the tape on her mouth.
Yeah, I will ask that. Let me ask that now. Kaylee, who put the tape over your mouth? For who all was with her when she passed away, it says no response detected. It won't say who did it. It does say, though, that her mother and grandfather were together when she was put to bed that night.
Hmm.
And it says she did not drown, she was suffocated.
Did you ask if it was an accident or on
Yeah.
purpose?
It said it was on purpose. It said it was not an accident.
Copy that.
I feel like, I know there's a lot of there's a lot of back and forth on if it was an accident or if it was on purpose, but part of me feels like if this was AI pulling like direct answers off of Google, it would have given me like a no response detected, like it does sometimes on that question, because that's very direct and straightforward that no, it was not an accident. However, her mom to this day still claims it was an accident, and according to the courts, it was an accident. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's Bobby Joe.
Duct tape doesn't accidentally get on your face.
Yeah, it says no response detected on that too.
Hey, Bobby Joe.
Hey, how are you?
Hey there.
Hey.
We've missed you. Oh, of course she comes in and then she goes on pause.
You think you could maybe contact my friends I haven't heard from?
Who are you talking about? Jack and Charlotte?
They're just like long lost friends.
Oh, God.
Who's your one lost friend? Where's your one lost friend at?
I'm deceased. I'm gonna close this out and I'm gonna try something. Hold on.
Ow.
Close it out right.
Damn, I was sitting on a blanket.
Thank you for answering our questions. I'm gonna leave you be. I hope you have peace. Good night. Goodbye.
I have a suggestion, Raggedy.
Well, yeah, you could tell me, but I'm not gonna do another like big person tonight. I'm gonna try. I only have 7% charge left, so I'm gonna try something before it goes dead.
Well, I was going to say, why don't we try the apps against each other?
Which app? Necrophonic and this one.
Yeah.
I can't tonight. Only thing with that is Necrophonic and this app are both on my iPad. So someone would have to have one app open and I would have to have the other app open.
No, what I was saying is like we should do Dahmer on
Necro?
Necrophonics and see if we get the same responses.
Yeah, we can do that maybe tomorrow. I only have 7% and I don't have a way to charge it. I have to use my son's charger. That's the only downfall. I have to get another Apple charger. Goodbye. Okay, it says goodbye. I'm going to try something. I would like to speak to my friend. Her name is Patricia Bryant. We called her Trisha. Is Trisha available to communicate? We'll see. Little Mama, for the Kaylee Anthony, we asked it very specifically if it was on purpose or if it was an accident, and it was not an accident, according to the app. It's okay, Mama D. This is the friend that I've told a lot of you about, that when we were in the 4th grade, she was my best friend for 1st grade up until she passed away. It says no response detected. We were in the 4th grade, and she was with her mom in the car, and they were trying to beat the train, and it didn't work, and they were in a crash, and my friend passed away. And the way that I found out she passed away was very traumatic. But many years later, my mom met an amazing man, and she married him, and he is now my stepdad, and he's been more of a dad to me than my own father was. For years, my mother never told me this because she knew that it would F me up. But she eventually opened up to me, and my stepdad was the one driving the train that hit the car that my best friend was in. I don't blame him, because obviously, if you know anything about trains, you can't just stop a train willy-nilly like that. It takes a good mile at least. It wasn't his fault, and it haunts him every day. But that was very weird to me. Not expected that that's who pretty much helped raise me. But it is what it is. I'm going to try again. Can I please communicate with Patricia Bryant? Trisha is what we called her. Can I please communicate with her? Because there are definitely things I could ask her that none of you would know, and no app could ever look up on Google. And I would feel a lot better trying that than like my dad or something like that. I don't know. I don't want to do that.
No, Fergie, but that would be a good one.
Yeah, I've only done, we did Dee Dee Blanchard. We've done some random spirits. It says trying. It's trying. She's trying. We've done Dee Dee Blanchard, some random spirits, Jeffrey Dahmer, and the Kaylee Anthony. I said, can I please communicate with Patricia Bryant? Tricia is what we called her. Can I please communicate with her? And it says, I guess, I don't know what that means. All right, I'm going to try this one more time. Tricia, are you there? I feel like I'm talking to a Ouija board or something.
Chester Bennington would be a good one too, because
Yes.
there's a lot around his. And Chris Cornell. There's a lot around there.
Yeah,
Stuff.
that's true.
That's cool, Fergie. Yeah, her name was Patricia, but we all called her Trisha. It says no response detected. I don't know. Maybe I'll try that one again later. I could try.
Oh, Anthony Bourdain would be a good one too. There's some speculation there too.
I'll try my uncle. That one probably work. Let me try my uncle. I'm looking to speak with Brian Keith Melton. Is Brian Melton available to communicate? But it really feels like I'm calling a hotline or something. I don't know what to say.
How did it end with Kaylee?
I mean, then we started asking some more specific questions, seeing if we could get a straight answer as to who unalived her. I don't know how much you heard from that one, but we couldn't get really a straight answer. We just know Mom and Grandpa were there. She was suffocated, and it was not an accident. And she was found in the woods.
Okay, so she did call in. I'm sorry, y'all. I went and to Megan. Y'all know she's going through it right now. I just need all prayers for her, please.
Absolutely.
Got it.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Southern Rose, I think she said she's gonna try to do John Bonet next weekend.
Yeah. Well, it'll be probably this week sometime, but
This
I'm
week.
not doing anything on. Let me. Last time I started getting these errors, I had to force close it and reopen it. So let me try it. We'll leave it for a minute and we'll
Mia,
go.
does Megan need me to
Go
call
ahead,
her?
Krista. Oh, that one freaks me the fuck out.
I got ready to say
Oh
this is the
no.
one that bothers you, for isn't it, Steve?
I'll be okay. I just took some anxiety medication.
Okay, babe.
Is anyone there? Ringo doesn't like this one.
I don't blame him.
What's your name?
Krista,
Krista.
I can't.
Malcolm, where the fuck are the grow lights? Somebody said sassy.
Oh my god.
I feel like it's Richard Ramirez. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Oh shit.
Can you say hello?
I was talking about Richard Ramirez earlier today. He actually unalived somebody in the same city that I lived in the neighborhood right next to ours.
Oh
I think
wow.
that
Ooh, I got a
summer.
good
Richard
one.
Ramirez,
Yes.
like he piques my interest because I've read a lot of books about him.
Mm-hmm.
Raggedy, I got one you might be
Raggedy.
interested in, but I'll text you and then just do a little dive. I think it would be a good one.
Okay. Somebody just said raggedy.
I gotta put my earphones on for this.
I just heard demon. I'm done. Mm-mm.
Listen, necrophonic is wild. I won't lie. I can't fool with it much, because especially if I'm alone.
No, Lil Mama. I live in Orange County, California, just south of Los Angeles.
Ooh, Aaron, that's another good one. John Lennon. We definitely Charles Manson.
Yeah.
Yes.
But does it
Green,
work if they're still alive?
you ever run into the Housewives of Orange County?
Yes, her daughter actually worked in my hospital same hospital I worked in,
You talking
different
about
department.
Vicky's daughter?
Let me ask Carlos, was it Vicky's daughter that works at Hogue? The Real Housewives of Orange County?
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Okay, cool.
yes. One of them lives not too far from me. No, Lil Mama, I haven't heard of that one.
Yeah, Mama D, you're fine. I'm the one doing it, so I'm the one that has to close out. You can leave at any point. And I haven't actually started a conversation with anyone on Necro, so it's
I'm
not.
gonna screenshot that name, Lil Mama, and I'm gonna look into that one.
We're gonna talk just for a couple of minutes to somebody random.
Raggedy, I always find that they seem to be just having conversation with each other on there.
On Necro,
Now,
so that's what it sounds like, but it's actually a sound bank. So a lot of these apps use word banks. Necrophonic uses an actual sound bank. So everything you're hearing is not necessarily a spirit trying to communicate. It's sounds, and they manipulate those sounds to communicate words, if that makes sense.
I do have an interesting little tidbit. The very first murder committed by the Golden State Killer was, I say one word and not the other, was committed here in my city. His very first victim.
Is anyone there that would like to have a conversation with us today? I can only do this one for a couple of minutes because it's about to go dead. And I really don't want it to die in the middle of it.
Claude. Claude.
The Golden State Killer is a very interesting case.
Claude was his name, wasn't it? The first
I got
victim?
one for y'all to when you get done if you want to look one up for next time.
Yeah, any ones you think of, just text me, Stewie.
Oh, I did. That's a good one.
Okay.
I mean, it's sad, but it's a good one. And then text that one to Green Eyes too, because she might
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
she might be interested in reading about that one too.
What's your name?
I'm in, Stewie.
Marcy.
Marcy.
What's up, Marcy?
What's up, Marcy?
Are we sure Bobby Joe didn't really want to talk to somebody?
What do you mean?
Remember she said about a long lost friend? I thought she was joking. I thought she meant like Shelly Krista, but I think she like actually meant it.
I mean, I don't know. If my iPad wasn't going dead, she could come in here and we could try. But I mean, when I literally, it's let's
Yeah,
see,
I know.
3%.
Not much.
Said not much.
Oh my god.
That was clear as day. How old are you, Marcy?
Marcy, how old are you?
Nine.
19.
Job.
Marcy, how did you pass away?
Thank you.
I want to do this again tomorrow night. Maybe tomorrow night we can try to get a little personal with it.
Very nice.
If anybody if it does dig deep into somebody personal, I just want to make sure, like, if anybody starts to feel some type of way,
Yeah, no, I get it.
pull back. I just worry about stuff. It's because I care about people.
Excuse me.
There's
I want
only
to do someone close to us.
Yeah. There's only one person that I am not, like, I will never try to communicate with, but aside from that, I think it'll be
I
fine.
won't do anybody that I know. I just won't do it. I don't know.
I get it, trust me.
Murder.
Dun dun dun.
Okay, well, now I'm at 2%, so I'm going to
Oh,
have to
shit.
get with Marcy already.
Damn it.
Well, it was nice to meet you, Marcy. Maybe we can chat again some other time. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Marcy.
Something that
Repeat
people
the
do have
damn
to keep in
Jeffrey.
mind, though. So when we do go into a live tomorrow night and we get personal with it, when engaging with loved ones that have passed away, there are just some things that they do not feel you need to know. They do not want you to know, and it's not for any bad reason. It's not to be mean. It's not because it's pushing against you. It's just for your own peace, your own protection, and your own sanity. And that is something that over the 4 years where I have been playing around with things like this and watching other people do it where they get super in depth with it, that I have had to learn. There are some things that we are never meant to know, and that is okay. have to be accepting of that. Or if you can't, then I don't encourage you to do it.
Very true.
That sucks. I'm gonna probably go buy an Apple charger cord tomorrow. I have the block for it, the wall block. I just
I
don't
went
have.
I went to buy one of those blocks that you just push in the bottom,
Uh-huh.
like the square thing.
Yeah.
But I didn't know which one to get, and I needed a charger quick, so I just got a regular wire earlier.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a cable tomorrow. Because bumming my sons doesn't work out in my favor most of the time. What did the user person say?
Nothing.
Oh.
Not a thing.
All right, guys. Well, this was fun.
Yes,
This was a very interesting one.
very much so.
I love them. I love them.
I feel very tired, like very drained. I don't know.
It happens. That will make you exhausted. It will.
Y'all
And
got really
thirsty.
quiet.
And thirsty.
Yeah, I am pretty thirsty to be honest, but I'm always thirsty. Aaron, I'm gonna upload it. No worries. You can watch the replay tomorrow if you decide you want to. Shell, what are you thinking right now? You're so quiet.
Okay, well, I'm ready for the next one. Make sure you got your charger, and I can't wait.
All right.
I'm excited too.
Yep.
I want you to make sure you say your prayers when we get off here, and I want you to have a peaceful sleep in Jesus' name.
Actually, I think it would be good if you don't mind, Shell, if you just could say like some type of positive prayer or
Okay.
some type of protection prayer. If everybody will mute while Shell does that.
Go outside and find a tree.
Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we come before you. Lord, we thank you for the protection that surrounds us. Lord, we pray that you will keep us from the devil's snare, that your hedge of protection will surround our bodies, our footsteps, our walk, and our direction. Lord, we pray that if there is anything that is attached to us or around us, that, Lord, you will remove them from our home and take them away from the property line. We pray, Lord, that no celestial beings can cross over into our our area. I pray that you will put guardian angels at each corner. Lord, we pray that while we are speaking to different people, Lord, that if there is anything you don't want us to hear, Lord, I pray that you'll just take it from us and we will not know. Lord, we pray your will above all. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you, Shell, and thank you everybody who
Amen.
joined and hung
Raggedy.
out with us tonight.
Carlos said that you need to go ground yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get my crystals. I'm actually gonna pull out crystals, the rest of this little bit of sage that I have, and some incense, and I'm gonna dim out my lights and probably just chill for a bit. I might turn on a little music.
Okay, dear. I love you. Have a good night.
I love you too,
Love
Shell. I
you.
love all of you guys.
Good
I hope
night,
you guys
Love
y'all.
you.
Love you. Love
Good
y'all.
night.
I love you.
bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye.